fight for it down the stretch after losing the big lead? Maybe a good thing in a way for this team?
I mean, obviously you don't want to lose the lead and, make it close. Juwan probably got a couple more gray hairs from that, but, I think it was a good test for us, a good showing of, resilience because we are a younger team, so I feel like things like that would definitely help us down the stretch in terms of, the tournament and, later in the Big Ten season. I think a game like this will really help us prepare for, the adversity that will come ahead for us.
Hunter, what kind of spark did you get from Musa in that first half?
Oh, Musa played great. Obviously, he's just so active out there. Really great defender, and then offensively, he's so gifted. I think he's just, mismatch problem for a lot of teams, and he's able to guard 1 through 5. So he's such, a special piece for us that I think, as the season goes on, he's going to keep getting better and better. And I can't wait to see him at the end of the season, how good he is.
How about Caleb in the first half? He had 8 points in less than 3 minutes. What did you see from him in that stretch?
Yeah, CU, it's easy for him to get hot because, he's just a couple shots away from, just really heating up. He's such a great shooter. And I think, the way our offense is designed, the pressure we put on those low guys, for him, he's going to have a lot of those open shots, and he's a great shooter, so he's going to knock them down for us. And so I think he's got a really good opportunity this year to score a lot for us and do a lot for us. We're turning him into a good two-way player, and so, it's going to take time. But for right now, he's a really good offensive player, and he helps us out a lot.
You've played with Terrence for a long time. Where have you seen his game grow from year 1 to 2, and what did he bring to the team tonight?
I'd say the confidence. Last year, he was a really good defender, but I think offensively, I wouldn't say shy, but just less aggressive than he normally was, back in high school. And I think this year, he knows he needs to be more aggressive for us because we don't have the scoring from Isaiah and Franz and stuff like that. And so for us, we're really excited that, he's being aggressive because he's a really good offensive player for us and just such a smart and savvy player. And, he's a guy that you love playing with. He makes his teammates better. And so this year, I think he's going to, have a really good role on the team and definitely in the rotation, for every game for sure.
What did it mean to have the fans back here at Wrexham?
It was fun. Last year in that game, it would have been, really quiet. You would have had the crowd noise, the artificial crowd noise, and I don't think, we would have been able to feed off that kind of energy. I think they helped us out a lot, especially when they did make that run. I really enjoy the fans, so that's something that, I definitely enjoyed out there, just having the fans, especially being at home, they're cheering for you, so that's a good thing for sure.
What did you feel like was going on during that run that they had when they were able to get back into it?
They're a good team, and so, good teams are going to make runs. I think they're very, underrated Division I team. I think they're going to be able to make some noise in the end of March for sure. And so for us, the coach was saying, it's a game of runs, and they made their runs, so we're going to make our run, and we did. And fortunately for us, it's like I said, it's a game of runs, and so for us, just trying to minimize their runs as much as we can and expand upon ours as much as we can.
Going back to Terrence, it seemed like every time they cut it close, he was the one who always came through with a tough shot. I guess just how important was it to see from him?
From Terrence?
Yeah.
He's a good player. That's what he does. He's a clutch player. You know what you're going to get from him. He's not going to make too many mistakes out there because he's a really high IQ guy, and so he's somebody that coach definitely relies on in the clutch and can depend on. And that's something that I've seen from him ever since we were 8 years old. And so for me, it's nothing new.
What do you like about sharing the floor with Musa? Do you feel like you complement each other well?
Yeah, it's fun. Just two really big guys out there. I think, he's really athletic. He's able to cover a lot of ground. He's able to make up for mistakes of the other 4 players on defense, and then offensively, he attracts so much attention. When he has the ball, then I'm able to, sneak around and I guess just move freely out there. And so playing with him, he's another high IQ guy, and so I definitely enjoy playing with him offensively and defensively for sure.
You've played with and against a lot of really good bigs so far, even dating back to high school and AAU. You see someone as athletic as Musa in the front court?
No, man. He's such a freak of nature athletically. Like I said, he's got so much potential that I don't think he knows how much potential he has. And so for us, we're trying to, show him what he can do and how good he can be. And I think, like I said earlier, the sky's the limit for him, and he's going to keep getting better as the season progresses.
I'm sorry if you've already been asked this. What happened on that foul when you landed on top of the Buffalo player?
So he took the charge, and then I wasn't trying to make a sudden movement, and I was trying to take my time getting up. So then I got up, and then I felt a push, and then T-Will was over there, and so I don't know. It's I guess they were trying to help their guy up. My team was trying to help me up, and it just happens out there.
But there was another many double technicals called that then T-Will was saying that things were a bit chippy out there. What was your experiences?
I mean, it was a fun, hard-fought game. That's what happens. They're not our friends out there. We're not their friends, so that can happen. I think it makes the game fun. After the game, we all dapped up and had, I guess, not say had a good time, but it was mutual respect after the game. Nobody was trying to fight each other after the game, so I think it was mutual respect.
Is free throw shooting a concern after a game like that?
I don't think we played a perfect game, I would say. That would probably be the biggest area that, I think we can improve on, especially for myself. That's something that, we're going to work on for sure. But like I said, it's game one, so, we're not too worried about it. I feel like that's the one thing that, we can definitely improve on, and that's something that I'm definitely going to work on tomorrow in the gym. And I think, we're going to we have a team of workers and a team of guys who love getting better, so I feel like that's something that we'll improve on for sure.
Hunter, when it got down to 5, I think you guys hit 4 of the next 6 to pull away. When you guys really need buckets like that late in the game, what goes into successful execution?
I think just going back to our habits of running the plays successfully. We have a really good coaching staff that runs a really good offense, and so I think if we just buy into doing the little things of, me setting good screens, other guys cutting hard, making hard cuts, and just just executing and doing everything violently, like Coach Martelli says, I think really opens up our offense and leads to those buckets that we need.
Hunter, were you asked about having fans?
I said it was fun.
Were there any moments tonight where you wanted to let a jump shot fly?
Yeah. There was a moment in the first half, I set a step-up screen, and I was about to shoot it, but the dude came all the way over, and so I kind of faked it, and then I threw it to T-Will, I think, and T-Will swung it for a shot, and I think it went out of bounds, so I was kind of mad. I was kind of surprised that he closed out on me so hard, but if he didn't, I was definitely going to shoot that thing for sure.
How would you assess your performance in the post tonight?
I think I played pretty well. I don't think I played a perfect game out there. I think there's definitely some things that I can improve on. Free throw shooting is definitely one of them. But I think I have even room to grow off this game. I think I could have played even better, and so that's something that I'm going to look at with the film and stuff like that and see how areas I can improve on. But I don't think I played a perfect game. I think there's still room for me to improve out there.
When they made it as close as they did late, was Juwan more clinical or motivational?
What do you mean clinical?
As opposed to here's exactly what we have to do, diagnosing it, or getting in guys' faces.
No. He was very supportive and saying, like I said, it's a game of runs. That's what he said to us. And so that's something you got to deal with when you're playing a good team like Buffalo's. They're good, so they're going to hit shots and make runs. It's just a matter of trying to minimize that as much as we can. And in the second half, we did a good job of stopping it. When it got to 6, I think, and then we made our run and got it back up. And so I think that just shows resiliency in the team and coaches trusting us to be able to execute the plays down the stretch when we need it in clutch situations.
What can you say about Terrence's improvement from last season?
I said he was more confident, I think, offensively. I think defensively, he was a really good player for us last year, and somebody that coach could depend on if we needed like that dog defensively. And so I think this year he's become more confident I've seen the work he's put in the offseason, and he's definitely ready for this season offensively. And I think he showed it out there with that confidence, hitting that like almost, I think, yeah, it was definitely a step back jump shot in the second half when we really needed a bucket, and that was really huge for us. And that was a great shot by him.
Check out the ring out. That's it.
Check out the ring. I opened it. It was nice. I gotta try it on. I gotta try it on for sure. I think it's a little